All right, David, let me show you a little SEO to get more pressure washing companies to sign up for your service. So I built a little tool, which you can use yourself to look up how you are in the Knowledge Graph Explorer, Google's Knowledge Graph Explorer. So you just put in your name, and there are only two, so there's not a lot of David Kunsteks, but the confidence score is only 24 on this one and this one. And both of them appear to be you. This first one, there is a knowledge panel, which is nice, but it's a partial one. There's not all the other stuff here. Google me, you'll see the whole knowledge panels. And there's all this other stuff. So I don't think you'll be able to claim this one because the results aren't mainly you. But the second one is you. And what you want to do is follow our directions. You click on claim this knowledge panel, go to the whole get verified with Google. And I talk about what the steps are and how to not get rejected, basically, because people mess that part up. Here is the article, how to get a knowledge panel. Go through that step by step. Put that in here for you to look at, because for you to be Googleable, where you serve all of these other pressure washing companies, here, clean marketing, then you have to show Google and Facebook and whatever, but by showing it to Facebook and showing it to Instagram and showing it whatever, that's also showing it to Google, right? That you drive results for pressure washing companies. That has to be, you have to connect all these entities together, if that makes sense. So you have to train Google. This is not like hire an SEO person and do magical sorts of things. You just literally have to do, let me just show you. Where is it? I had you open here. It's here. Okay. Yes, here. Okay. Yeah. So you probably already know this using whatever your favorite SEO tools are, but you have a lot of domain authority because of the links from clients, and you rank on very few keywords. So these keywords, these are all low competition, keyword difficulty 0. Not to say that, pressure washing marketing or those related terms are necessarily the main ways to generate more leads. I mean, from a pure SEO standpoint, yes. This is a very easy term to win on, whether it's on paid or organic. And it's the homepage that's carrying the weight here. So all of these are, these two are the homepage. There's really very little traffic after that. I'm going to find Google ads for pressure washing, very easy to win at. But if we look at this URL, for example, and I'll show you why, you have enough trust on the site that you should be able to do this. Here, you've got do you have an embedded YouTube on this one? I like Ahrefs, but I know people like all these other tools. There's no trust coming into this page, and there's no one linking to it. So there's related articles on pressure washing or whatever, where then, that those link out to, and then for Google ads, then it links to this page and from other sites. There's just not any power coming to this, even though the keyword difficulty on this term is 0, right? Pressure washing marketing 1, very, very easy to win at. Position 25. Again, it's the home page. So when we see the home page trying to carry everything, that means, glasses half empty means that these other pages aren't carrying the load. So if you were to, for example, take what you know about Facebook ads for pressure washing companies, and how to use the Facebook ads library, what the average results are, examples from clients, all the E and EEAT, right? Real experience, right? We talk about EEAT. I write articles about everything to, practice what we preach, right? You can look up what Google has to say about EEAT and how they changed E to EEAT. Used to be EAT, right? They want the experience. I have tons and tons of real experience doing whatever the thing is that I say that I'm good at doing. And then I dollar a day that as an SEO strategy, which I think Josh Nelson and these other guys haven't heard, because they haven't seen the last update in the last few years. I haven't taught dollar a day for 3 years in his group. But what I'm looking for is, literally I can just come over here, and I love asking ChatGPT because it's a layer on top of Google. I view it as an SEO tool, if that makes sense. And I'll say, oh shoot, I got to do this again. I'm going to keep kicking me out. Hang on a second. I'm the good guy. Why are you locking me out on my own thing here? OpenAI. Where's my OpenAI one? There it is, 605122. A two-factor everything for my own goodness. Okay. So, new one. I like the preview one. So how can David Kunstek get more pressure washing companies for his marketing agency? What do you know about David? So this is just a a way to check whether your SEO is working. And if it says it doesn't know who you are, then it means you've done a bad job in your SEO, or they don't really know who you are. Maybe it's like, did you own this restaurants, butts and seats thing before? Maybe you switched your industry. But I like the O1 preview because it does more thinking, right? It shows the steps versus just what's all the other AIs do, basically a one shot where they just start typing words at you instead of like thinking through multiple steps. Okay, so it doesn't really know who you are, as we already know, because you saw your knowledge panel is incomplete, right? So I'll say he owns, and there's memory here, so it's remembering our conversations, right? Cleanmarketing.net. Okay, clean mark. Why is the Zoom thing in the way? Zoom window. Marketing. He owns cleanmarketing.net. Know about this. And at the same time, I backdoor into Google is through YouTube. I have some recommendations I'm going to make for you in a minute, but I wanted to show you my thinking behind it. So that way it wasn't just like some random thing, right? I think I want you to understand how I'm coming up with this. So, okay. So they don't really know much about clean marketing, right? And this is not to flex, but I could say, who's Dennis Yu, right? And it'll show you like all the stuff because, there's a whole knowledge panel around that, right? So the more the AI knows about you, the more Google knows about you, the more the, whatever you want to call it, Skynet knows about you, the more it can be on your side, right? Okay, so there's all these things about me. Okay. And you could ask Google or ask ChatGPT all these questions and it'll give you an answer because I've put the information out there, right? And I have high authority from, not because I say so, but because there's a bunch of high power sites that link to me, which you sort of have. But let me just show you that. I was mentioning you have, what is it, DR 43? 43, okay. But then we look at the links, check this out. This is the asset you have that you are not leveraging. So you have 181 of these links. Most of these, you don't even want to have stuff like this. Fine, it's in an iframe. But check out our pressure washing marketing agency and then pressure washing marketing by. So these kinds of like footer links or whatever that you put on client sites where you don't want, those don't work anymore. I would even take a no follow link that's in an article than like a site-wide footer link, right? And then this is all like garbage stuff. Okay. Ultimate guide to building a pressure washing business. Okay. A little bit of authority, no traffic, no keywords. You have a bunch of links. Let's see. You have some authority, but it's just not passing down. It's not sending the clarity that it should be about pressure washing to Google. So you just need to have them as like authoritative blog posts, right? Time Business News. This looks like, did you pay for this? PR, web comps. Okay, you have 3. All right, well, have another one. So if you have these article or videos, check this out. Okay. So whether you're interviewing them, they're interviewing you, then, and it could, even if it's restaurant marketing, which is not, obviously it's a different industry, it still builds your credibility in online marketing to be repurposed to then build up your knowledge panel and increase the confidence score you have, which is a 24, which is low. Let's get this up to like 200. Some people ask me, what's a good number? Celebrities are like thousands, but try to get up to like 100 or 200 to get a knowledge panel. Like, it's like what you want to do is that if you have this, then all these things, then it's not for vanity. It's a test of whether Google knows who you are, right? So you have content. I'm sure you have lots of examples. We've talked about writing books. It's very easy to have the AI write your book, right? You take your podcast episodes, you take whatever it is, and just turn those into chapters of the book. You don't need, literally you can pump out your book in an hour, right? And have a decent book, put on Amazon, $1 a day on Amazon, like we talk about, make it a bestseller, that kind of thing. But on your channel, and by the way, don't worry about, this Christmas stuff or whatever it is, or social media. It doesn't matter. These are all things that enhance EEAT, right? I do that too. I do it with these people who are figureheads in other industries that I'm showing I'm actually friends with them. I'm not just taking a picture among hundreds of other people trying to take pictures with Matthew Janusek. No, we're freaking having dinner together and hanging out, right? There's real proof of these things. So Google is increasingly able to tell, like, oh, I can say I'm good at hiring VAs from Pakistan. Here I am with the top people in Pakistan who are titans of industry, this sort of thing, right? So there's lots of real proof, right? You want to have this proof. I like to capture it in my Google Photos so you can see like literally what I'm doing day to day. I'm not a political sort of person, but I was, near President Trump and I was in ABC studios covering the election and blah, blah, blah. So there's clear proof of that, right? And these get turned into articles based on the content factory method that we've taught in Josh's group. So the VAs are the ones who are processing all of this. I don't have to do anything. This stuff just happens on my phone. I'm collecting these moments and they get turned into articles. Because it turned into social posts, turned into all that kind of stuff, which then sends a signal. But when it gets put across Google, Facebook, YouTube, whatever, that in LinkedIn, then Google can see that and it creates multiple corroborating loops. And so you'd want to do that with the people that you are connected to. Ideally, these clients of yours, if you've got these footer links and these people are linking to you, maybe it's not a best link, but maybe it's just, who cares? Doesn't matter if it's just any links, okay? So what I would do, you have so many, like the more pressure washing clients you have, like, okay, here, this guy in Tampa. All right, let's see. Brenner's Wash and Seal. No authority. That's okay. That's okay. You're not trying to win on super competitive terms. I mean, local's even easier because, the map thing, people like to think they're winning when really, they show all the green dots on the page. That's not we can argue about that, but okay. So you have all this, and then at the bottom, there's a footer link, right? There it is. Well, instead of this footer link, which Google, yes, it used to work, but as of a couple years ago, it doesn't really work. But imagine, they have a blog or something. Is this WordPress? You can interview this guy, Brenner, whoever, for 5 minutes and honor him. And let's see, what is this site built on anyway? We got a lot of stuff here. Got schema in place. At least it's WordPress. Okay, good. WP Rocket, Rank Math. Okay, good. You should have Link Whisper in here too, or other tools to help you link. So you would link, but it's not a link or PBN or link network, but you would interview these people, make videos about them, and then where's the blog? Okay. Feature other Tampa businesses. I have a lot of home service clients in Tampa, and he could feature some of them as articles, as real articles that satisfy EEAT. So it's not obvious link selling, exchanging kind of stuff, not this auto-generated stuff, but just like a real picture or two, a real story, a real something, not a ton of stuff, not a lot of effort, right? And then you can legitimately leverage the SEO of your clients to drive more power for you. And this helps your other clients as well, because I did a thing for Boostability. Boostability is a white label SEO company. And actually, what am I doing? Boostability, I'm good friends with these guys. So here's a webinar. Okay. Here's a webinar we did. Where is it? Is it on YouTube? Here we go. Yeah. So I explain the Geo-Vertical grid here. It's so funny. They did this on Zoom, yet we're here in person. So I sketch out this thing here with their head of marketing. And I want you to understand this. This is not just for you to help the SEO of your clients in a legitimate way, not that white label SEO nonsense way, but in a way to really build real links that satisfy Google's EEAT and not trying to, I'm trying to do things as legit as possible. And then this will help you because it'll link back to clean marketing from client sites. And clients they're going to be totally okay with that because it's not promotional, right? You're sharing real expertise on how you did. Like I did this one for Brenda Farley. She's a pressure washing company. And I did an SEO audit and I turned that into a blog post, right? Like here, even on Facebook, it's showing up. Here, you can even watch it. You can watch me do an SEO audit of her pressure washing company, right? Here it is, Clearwater Pro Wash. I think she's in Ohio areas and did an SEO audit there. I'll paste that to you to show you how that's done. You know how to do audits. Turn these things into articles. Notice, look, this thing here got turned into an article. Clearwater Pro Wash. This is a DR62. So this is passing. So I'm doing an audit for her. So clearly there's value. This is for any other power washing company that wants to see this, right? And we're showing like I'm breaking it down and all this, but this is really just a Zoom call, kind of like the one I'm doing right now. And I'm showing, how she's now ranking on a lot of keywords because she's taking 1-minute videos and showing her team and of course I'm linking to her. I'm linking to her personal brand. I'm linking to her company as well. And this is helping her, but it's helping us too. She doesn't even have that much authority, but she's ranking on a lot of keywords and her social is strong as well, right? Look, not like these are competitive terms, right? So this is how we do local SEO, and we have young adults that do this whole thing, as you know. And if you would like, I'm happy to do some kind of thing where these audits that I'm doing, because I have a lot of friends in power washing. I don't name drop, but you know who they are. And I'm happy to link to you saying, oh, and by the way, my buddy David Kunstek is the one who does this sort of thing. Do a little something for me. I'll do a little something for you, right? It's a good thing. Watch this video on, when you fly back from Miami or whatever to see Josh on how I believe modern SEO is based on this geo-vertical grid. I think this grid is going to be so key for you. And if you're too busy, which you are, and I'm too busy, assign someone on your team to do this stuff, to follow what we're teaching in the Content Factory process, which I think is the most legitimate way to combine search and social, not just for your clients, but for your agency. Then you don't have to rely upon all these other people. You just have like a VA using AI tools that we teach on how to do all this stuff. So anyway, let me know what you think.